Hello, hello. Welcome back to Creative Conversations. I'm so excited for today's show. I'm Michael Shaun Corby. I'm the Global Education Ambassador for Mika, but you know me as the NAHA chair, maybe the host, or even grabbing you on the red carpet. So many of you looked amazing this year. Look, these are casual conversations. We want you to get to know your favorite artists, to get inside their minds, to learn their process, and to have a laugh while you're being inspired. Today's guest, I've had the privilege of chit-chatting with her a little bit this morning. It really is going to be an incredible guest. She has over 20 years of competing, even though you would never know it. She still looks like she's in her 20s. She's been competing since she was in beauty school. She has, I have to read these to get them right, 3 Canadian Hairdresser Mirror Awards, Salon Magazine Contessa Award, Ontario Hairdresser of the Year twice. She is again finalist in both of these competitions. She's Hairstylist of the Year in Contessa, NAHA, currently, why we have her on the show today, our Hairstylist of the Year for 2024. She's in awards old, medium, and new. She has been in so many awards competitions and wins them. So we're really going to want to pick her brain. So as I like to say, with so many wins, with so many nominations, she is quite literally the Meryl Streep meets Daniel Day-Lewis of these events. Look, congratulations on all your success. Erin Fernandes, please welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi. And I should have said, please welcome everyone, Erin Fernandes. Wow, you are so impressive. I don't know when you have time to sleep or eat or work. You are really in this. I mean, congratulations and thank you for being here.
Thank you. No, thank you so much. It's a great opportunity. I appreciate it.
So let me dig back because we have so many questions about this year's collection that it was one of those collections where you see it and you go, oh wow, that's a finalist, right? You just know it. Share with us a particular moment or experience in your career that significantly influenced your approach to hairstyling, because when you see your work, you know it's you, right? You know that's an Erin Fernandes. So is there a particular moment or experience in your career that influenced your approach or your style?
It's interesting that you say that I have a style because, I mean, I definitely like working with color. I don't see myself as having a particular style. I do gravitate towards like intense colors, and very color forward. I can't say that there was a particular moment in time. I would say that meeting my now photographer really, really pushed me into a direction that I saw more success. And it's not even so much about the success, it's about pushing myself to be better and to be more creative and really to take it much more serious than I did in the past. And that requires spending a lot of time on it.
Yeah. So speaking of time, because I know there are people who it all comes together the night before. There are people who plan all year. I mean, but we've taken Creative Conversations to the mind of Nicholas French, for example, and been in his studio, and it starts with an idea and then a sketch, and then it looks like a year-long process. No wonder it's so stunning. How long do you spend on any given collection?
Yeah. So I start with chatting with my photographer, Natasha, in like November. And we're sending inspo pics back and forth and just like, Erin, I really want you to try this year. So like there's kind of different parts to it in the sense that we start there. I start working on like one image, one piece of work in January. And then usually I take a week off in March and a week off in April and then shoot in May or June. And I don't know about anybody else, but for me, you know, running a shop, having or being a full-time stylist, and then also being creative, I can't do both at the same time and have it work. So I
Okay.
have to be in it. I have to be
Okay.
living it. I have to be like eat, sleep, dream, hair 24/7 for a full week. And that's when I get a bulk of my work done. And then I tighten up closer to shoot day.
Wow. I mean, this is all brand new to me. No wonder you're such a big winner because you definitely dedicate a huge chunk of your life.
Yeah. So I wasn't a good student at all. And I think I mean, just dedicate yourself to it. But it
Yeah.
truly that where I did see the success when I put the energy into it. I'm not the person that can study the night before kind of thing, and
Yeah.
translates into my collections because the more I really like dig into them and like, you know, live live with it, uh, the more creative I become.
So now that we know a little bit about you and how you get inspired and what was that moment that you dug in, um, let's talk about this collection, right? Like, what was the inspiration? I have my little photo here, right? Like, what inspired this? I mean,
So
so much. I love this. Like, I can't even
thank
tell
you.
you.
Thank you. So when we got the email about, you're a finalist, we would like you to try something different. Please come up and talk about inspiration. And when I said like I don't have inspiration, I wish I did because it wouldn't be so terrifying to start because that first that first piece of work that I'm working on, I feel like I'm going to vomit. I'm terrified. My hands are shaking. It's like it's the one that starts everything, right? And um it kind of for me, I just do close to like 20 different pieces and then I put them together.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I will say that the first image, that was like I'm going outside the box, something that I've never done before, and that was me. That was sort of my creative. And then Natasha sent me an image, and she's like, "Erin, I really think you need to try something like this." And I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't do anymore." And that one was the bow and she's like, you need this in the collection, you need something like this. And so it's definitely a collaborative effort. Like I'm on the phone with her constantly. She is there supporting me when I'm like, please tell me it's okay. And then, it comes together. And sometimes it comes together on set. Like that bow was not supposed to be like that on set. And it was just the makeup artist, Natasha, and myself were just like, I don't know what to do with this thing. And it just happened.
The mood, everything for it is perfect. Now I want to dig even deeper. Like, are you a mood boards person? And then, like, what does that look like? Is it digital? Are you grabbing photos of things? And then after that, I want to dig in a little more on like models and makeup. We know Natasha, your photographer, and sort of if you could share any tips and tricks on the selection of makeup and models.
Okay. Um, so what was the first part?
Oh, no, it's not the same. It was a loaded question, right? Your process. So first of all, a mood board looks very
Oh,
different
right.
to everybody, right? Inspiration board. Do you do one or
So I have probably maybe like because of my age. um, I don't I don't use mood boards per se. I use albums, like a camera album in my phone that I'll put like inspo 2024, and then I just continually look over them, and it's sort of the ones that I'm always going back to, and I'm like, oh my God, I would love to be able to create something like that I then try and make into my own. But
okay.
yeah, no, I don't really, um, I don't know why. I've just never gotten into it. It's not been my process. I see something beautiful and I want to try and recreate it in my way.
Okay.
Yeah. And then is that
I'm taking notes. I'm going to do the same. I'm like, why make a board? Just have a folder full of things you love.
I mean, then I don't have to go and like have the pictures processed and then put the, okay, so I'm lazy. That's just what it is. Or we could say I'm efficient. I'm efficient.
We are all in on the lazy. I love it, and I do similar. And sometimes then I'll sort them by colors or
Yeah.
mood and so
Yeah,
forth.
exactly. So I do have a color, like inspo, and then I'll have like an sort of not avant-garde because I'm definitely not avant-garde, but a little bit more editorial, and then some texture. So yeah, there's different. I got a lot of pictures on my phone.
So now when I think about models, first of all, your selection of models, stunning. Um, but how do you get that mood out of the model? So first, talk about how important the model is and what you look for. And then how do you capture, right? Because there's taking pictures and then there's what you're doing, which is like you're feeling that emotion.
So I'm just going to give you a little backstory on that because when I first started working with Natasha, it had been in a time of change for me in the sense that I was kind of coming back into it. Like I took a couple of years off, and this before when I had competed, using just like regular people, not to
Yeah.
say models aren't regular people, but like clients. And I know that I've met people at the club when I was much younger and went out and was like, oh, do you want to be a model? And it just worked right then. But things have changed so much, and the industry is elevated to the point where that's just not going to work. And that was a really pivotal thing that I learned, pivotal moment for me in the sense that no, Erin, we need models. Like you need actual models. So that was something that Natasha really kind of like kept hinting. And then when I did, I was like, oh, okay, I understand what you're talking about. But as far as selection of models, Natasha and I do it together. And she just has a better eye for it. Honestly, I'm like, she's pretty. Let's use her. She's like, Erin, you got to look at like, how much hair they have in order to kind of, make sure that it's going to fit if there's a wig going on. Bone structure. She just knows. She just
Yeah.
knows what to look for. So I cannot take credit for that at all. I will say that I have models that I love working with, that I always want back because they give the hair life, and they're modeling the hair, not themselves, which is exactly what you want. And then as far as the mood, that's on Natasha. Like
Okay.
she is she just really, really helps the girls like get into position and would you say like almost like emote a certain feeling on set?
Right.
Yeah.
How do you know when you have the shot? Do you do it right there on the monitor as you go? Um,
Well, yeah. So sometimes I'm able to be in the room while it's being shot. Most of the time I'm not. And what Natasha,
styling.
yeah, yeah. Well, because, yeah, especially this year, because I shot in June, May, I think I had 25 pieces. Yeah, it
Wow.
was ridiculous. But Natasha, when she gets the shot, she'll kind of scroll through. She'll do a couple shots. She'll scroll through, and then like press the button. And then by the end of the shoot, she's got the whole collection. 50% of those I'm like yes, and then 50% I'm like no, I think I can find something better for myself, what I like. But then if I do have the opportunity to be watching, I'm like, oh my god, that's it. And then we'll either keep shooting because she's like, I think I can get more, or she's like, she'll agree with me.
I mean, and it really all came together. I mean, my God, you are the hairdresser of the year, the North American Hairstyling Awards, the Oscars of the industry. Has that sunk in
No,
yet?
not even remotely close. Like, I have goosebumps right now, actually. Um, it's I'm gonna try not to get emotional, but it is the pinnacle. Like, you can't get anything bigger than this. So
Right.
the fact that, like, I got it is just, it's insane. And the work was so good this year.
Yeah.
That yeah, I have no words. Honestly, I have no words. Like, I think I said that the night of, I'm like, I can't say anything. I'm speechless that
Yeah.
I'm so lucky to have
And
achieved.
I mean, we can't wait to see what you do. As you know, we have special honors. We give Hairdresser of the Year for the next awards, which we're super excited to see what you create.
Well, I hope you like
It,
that.
you're now, you're entered to, you're invited to participate in Master Stylist of the Year.
Are you
So
serious?
yeah,
Oh, I
you
got
can
the
enter
goosebumps
Master.
again.
She's like, I didn't even know that.
I didn't
So,
know that. I didn't.
so I mean, at your young age, talk to the viewers because look, it's expensive. It's a lot of work.
Oh,
Taking a full week off. Why? Why is it such an accomplishment? Why is it so important? And how has it changed your life winning an AHA?
um, so yeah, it is very expensive, but um, for me, I I didn't know that I was competitive. Like, I didn't do sports or anything like that. And I'm not competitive with anybody but myself.
Right,
And I set a goal and I've reached it, which is
right,
insane. But it's just, it's something, it's something within me that I'm like, I have to prove this to myself. I'm going to do this and I'm going to win, and, or at least show up. And the fact that, like, it's just great. It's crazy to me that I actually did it,
right.
that I set the goal and it actually happened. Um, so I don't really know like what that speaks to. I just know that I'm compelled to do it. Like, I don't know. I think my husband was like, okay, well, are you going to still keep going? I'm like, duh, yes. Of course I'm going to keep going.
Until they retire my name.
Yeah. um, I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be competitive. If this is what it's like, then that's what it is. But like I
Yeah.
said, competitive with myself. What was the next thing?
Well, no, to add on to that, to inspiring, how you're here, you're inspiring people who are watching already. Um, do you have any advice for those who are watching and say, hey, I can do that? She's my age. She's got a similar life where I love her style. I love her work. Like any advice you could give to help them achieve similar success other than maybe finding your inner competitiveness?
Um, get a good photographer, get good models, get a good makeup artist, and spend the time. Spend the time and keep pushing. And if you're not happy with it, redo it. Yeah. I mean, I've changed colors probably 5 times on one look because I'm like, it can be better. You can do better. You can do better. And um, you know, I want to say like, surround yourself with people that, you know, will help you along the way. For me, that's Natasha, and my husband. I'm lucky enough that well, I'm not, he's lucky. I mean, like,
He's lucky too.
but he supports me, and like, really truly, when I said like my house is full of hair, because I don't do it at my shop, I actually do it in a back room here, and
Yeah.
just like, this is disgusting, this is so gross, but okay, this is your process. And I check out for like 4 months, and then once I'm done, he's like, thank you for coming back to me. It's really, really just so, just focus. Like, if you want to do well, just put all of your eggs into that basket for as long as you can.
So, looking ahead, what are your goals and aspirations for the future, and how do you plan to continue making your mark? Does 4 months go to 6 months? Does...
So yeah, this is my downtime, which is lovely because, you know, as a creative, you gotta like
Yeah,
re-energize, recharge. Goals and aspirations. I mean, I don't want to say I don't have any, but I think it's just like, just keep doing it.
master.
Keep on going. Oh yeah, well, yeah, like, you know, yeah, yeah. I have to start manifesting that, I guess. But I'm still just like letting this sink in. But yeah, I think it would just be do it all over again.
Yeah.
Like just bring it on. Let's just have a full year. I don't know. I actually don't really know how to answer that question because I'm still in it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
What
there
do
any
people say?
is there anywhere people could go, people could watch to be mentored by you? Do you teach classes? Do you...
I am not with anybody. Like I'm not with a company. I have had people approach me, like reach out on Instagram and ask, like, I'd love to learn from you. I if in my salon, all of my assistants, they get hands-on education with me. I send them to courses, we do haircuts, I do colors, all that kind of stuff. I love to mentor. That is such a passion for me. And I mean, and then it helps me grow, right? So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
But I'm open. Just hit me up. But no, I haven't had the opportunity yet to mentor anybody in that capacity. Again, would love to. And you know, I live in London and I have a couple of friends that compete, but it's it's not something that we ever talk about, and
Yeah.
it's not something that we get together and collaborate on and just like chat about. So I would love that outlet.
Okay. Well, you hear it here. Brands who are curious. I mean, I think I just love that you're like a machine, right? You've got your back room, you give your 6 months, you maintain a clientele. You also, did I imagine I've seen you doing some editorials, some backstage fashion week. You do these
No,
sorts of things as well.
oh gosh, that was so long ago. So
Okay.
ago. I've done like it was with another stylist, and I think it was in 2008. Um,
Okay. Okay.
I will say that the live stuff, I can't handle that anymore. I can't do it.
She's like,
I
I want my moment.
I just, oh no, it's just too much stress.
Yeah.
It's too much stress. So yeah, that's not really my jam anymore.
I love it. Oh, I did forget. Shout out to your makeup artist. Did you want to give it? Explain how do you balance, just, too little, too much, and just right as far as makeup?
I when I say I just leave it to them. Honestly, I'm just
Wow.
professional. I'm cool. You do you, and and yeah, it goes for the wardrobe too. This year I had like this new one. I had more. I'd say that every year I'm getting more confident. So I'm
Right.
being like, can we have this? Can I do this? But most of the time, I'm just like, you do you, and you've seen you've. I will send them pictures as I'm working, and then whatever their inspiration is for that, then I'm just like, go, because it is a collaborative effort, right? And it's I want them to be expressing how they see it as well.
Yeah. So smart. I mean, just again, everybody loves your work. I can't wait to see what you do next. And here on air, I'm going to get you to commit. You're competing in NAHA next year.
Oh, of course, yes.
Yes.
Natasha's working on my pictures right now, and um, yeah, I think that when does it open? August the 6th or something? I
Yes.
I would.
She's on there. I'm there. Okay, because we can't live without your work. You really are,
Thank you.
giving us game-changing work. You really exemplify what NAHA is. You're not necessarily a brand. You're an individual, an artist. I love that you work in a home studio, not your salon, that you're doing your own thing. So, and I think you really represent that new generation, right? Like Cassie Carey, for example. Like you really are doing something so special and breathing new life into NAHA. And
Oh,
we're just so excited that you're here. So I know you never get time off, and I know you're probably busy now or trying to have a summer. Um, so any other exciting things you're working on that you'd like to talk about?
no, that's my life. I have
So you
dogs. I have a shop. I have a husband, and I have a hair obsession. Honestly, that's my hobby.
and a
So
dog. I heard a
I
dog
have
somewhere.
3 dogs actually.
Okay.
Yeah. But they make up a medium dog because they're Chihuahuas. But I wish that I had something else. But honestly, no. I think it's just now gonna start percolating for next year.
I can't wait to see it. And I thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
I had so much fun chatting with you, but I always like to leave with something extra fun, which
Okay.
is just like, rapid fire questions, no answer longer than a sentence, just bam, bam, bam. And
Okay.
we'll close out the show and we'll let you have the final word. Anything you'd like to say to your not only viewers, but you have fans now after this becoming Miss Hairdresser of the Year and all. So, any final closing words you'd like to give? So, let's have some fun. Let's do some rapid fires. What is your favorite time of year?
Fall.
Fall. Okay. And I can see some of that in your winning collection. Heels, flats, or sneakers?
Sneakers.
Vintage or new?
Vintage.
What is your favorite animal?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua. Very specific. For me, it's a Shih Tzu. What are 3 things you can't live without and you usually have with you?
Oh, my phone, lipstick, and
What?
tequila.
Yes, she's got
Okay,
it in her
tequila to
purse.
work, but
I love that. Maybe on a shoot, it gives some inspiration. Tequila, take the tequila note. Um, what is your favorite food? I'm guessing Mexican if it's tequila.
um, is popcorn a food group?
Yes, and I eat it every day. So now I even love you more.
I love like I will go to the movie theater and pick up the popcorn and bring it home.
Yeah, I just joined like the AMC Movie Pass thing because I get free refills. I got 3 buckets while I saw Despicable Me 4. Yes, I'm like a child.
No, that's amazing.
What's your favorite color?
Yellow.
Yellow. I love that. And are you a window seat or an aisle seat since you're traveling the world for awards?
I used to be window and now I'm aisle.
Black or color clothing? I think I did.
Color everything.
Color, color, color. Thank you so much for that. I'll give you just a moment if you'd like to speak directly to your, sorry, but they're fans now, of your work and anything you'd like to share with them.
Okay, you're gonna edit this. This is good.
Yes.
Awkward for me, but I just want to say thank you for taking the time to watch us. It has been an absolute honor and winning the NAHAs, and it still hasn't sunk in for me. But yeah, anybody that wants to chat about competing, please hit me up. I am open. Thank you
What's your
so much.
Instagram?
Oh,
Your Instagram?
right. Okay. Erin KL Fernandes with
We'll
an S.
get that in there too. Didn't mean to cut you off, but want to get
No,
your
no, it's
Instagram.
good. It's good. But yes. And I just want to thank you, Michael, for allowing me to because this is like, yeah, it's really special, and I hope that I didn't come across as too nervous because I've actually never done anything like this before. So
You came across perfect. Thank you, Erin, again. You have just been an incredible guest. And like I said, you are the new generation of NAHA creativity. And we're so grateful for you participating and so excited to watch what you do next. Well, I told you, folks, you're going to get everything you wanted to know about your favorite artists, those tips and tricks, and most of all, just leave feeling, we hope, a little bit inspired. So, from me to you, keep being creative. Let's all keep learning. Let's all keep laughing. And most important, like today, let's all keep lifting each other up because together, as a stylist community in these difficult times, we are unstoppable. So keep shining and keep growing, my friends. I'm Michael Shaun Corby, and I'll see you soon with another spectacular guest, more incredible stories, and another dream come true. Thank you again, Erin. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.